kita ada special guest hari ini bersama dengan si Boy daripada US, guys. Betul-betul semua orang putih di sini nih, guys. Semua orang tinggi-tinggi, orang semua di sini nih. And let me introduce them. Okay, the Globetrotters. And also Miss Chinny Nwagbo.
Right. Good job.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, mind introduce yourself, brother.
I would love the ladies to go
Oh.
first because ladies are always first.
Light it up, Torch. Light it up.
Light it up.
Let's go. Yeah.
Right, so my name is Cherelle. I'm also known as Torch of the world famous Harlem Globetrotters.
Yep.
I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
I've been on the team for 6 years.
All right.
Wow.
And I've been to 42 countries. This is my first time here in Malaysia.
Wow.
It's beautiful. The food is amazing.
Yes. Yes.
you
The
so
people
much.
here is so polite. and
Right, right,
everything.
right.
So I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Torch. My name is Chinny Nwagbo.
Yep.
I am a former professional athlete of 11 years, having played 6 years in Spain, a year in Portugal, 3 years in Poland.
Okay.
Played in the World Championship Games in 2006 for Nigeria and Brazil.
Okay.
Played in the World Championship Games. That was the word what I was trying to say. Excuse me. Played in the World Championship Games in Brazil. Played in the South American Championship Games in Chile, and I finalized my career in 2016 in Israel. And like Torch said, we are excited and thrilled to be
Thank
here.
you
It's
so
been nothing
much.
but great energy. And I know that this is going to be great energy as well.
Yep.
And so I'm going to pass it behind my back to the one and only Scooter.
Last but not least,
Light it up.
Jane, Scooter, Christensen are from Las Vegas,
The
Nevada.
Dribblin wizard.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I right? The Dribblin
Got
wizard.
a good memory, man. But this is also my first time here in Malaysia.
Thanks.
And it makes my 86th country that I've been, because I've been with the Globetrotters for 18 seasons. So it's been by far the best basketball experience I've ever experienced in my life. And we've been having such a good time here in Malaysia, just talking to the kids, talking about sports and life,
Yep.
and just putting that together. So we're having fun.
Oh,
Absolutely.
guys.
Absolutely.
Bah, semat kan orang bercakap kalah sama English tau. Tapi I thank the US Embassy as well for hook this up.
Right.
All right, U.S. Embassy.
Yes, US
Shout out
Embassy.
to the
is the
U.S.
best.
Embassy.
Dan kita akan kembali selepas ini, guys. Kyo, dan ada soalan-soalan saya mau tanya juga sama dorang, tapi kita relax dulu. Kita take a break dulu sekejap. Kembali selepas ini. Kita juga bye nih. What's up, fellas? It's your boy Vance back again bersama dengan kamu orang di Baatur dengan kita punya basketball player. Ada kita ada Scooter Christensen, kita ada Chinny Nwagbo dan juga Cherelle Torch George di sini bersama dengan kita di radio, guys. Ya nih macam kesiokan tuh saya tengok dorang nih. Tapi itulah my first question. What brings you guys to Malaysia?
Awesome. I think that's a great question. I'm
Yeah,
gonna jump right in and
yeah.
say, this is my 5th Envoy experience, and a lot of the work that we've been doing
Yep.
around Malaysia has been about allyship and building
Yeah.
relationships with countries around the world.
Yep.
And so we've had firsthand the ability to work in the capacity of teaching kids leadership development and teamwork skills.
Yep.
Also empowering young girls and women.
Yep.
Right. And then that last piece, which has been the best piece, an amazing piece, is providing safe places for kids with disabilities to play. And so we do this work through Malaysia. Again, it's about allyship. It's about building relationships, smiling and sharing
Yep.
our journeys throughout the country. So yeah, is that
Nice.
okay? I made it
I-
down.
I-
All right, yeah.
I think
Well
it's full great answers.
Of course, I couldn't do it without probably the best in the world,
Yep.
Torch and Scooter. So yeah, So I just try to know it's been a pleasure
Yeah.
having the Harlem Globetrotters just coming, performing. The kids go wild and crazy. So yeah.
And being with the Globetrotters,
Yep.
we're known as the ambassadors of goodwill. So we do a lot of good things off the court, and this is me and Torch's first time
Yeah.
doing the Envoy like this, and this is right up our alley.
Right.
Like we get to have sports and teach life all at the same time, and just give our knowledge to the kids. So
Yeah.
it's very satisfying and gratifying to do that.
First but not last.
No, I was going to say the same thing. We've been known as ambassadors of goodwill. Even when we're in the States, we're doing school visits, hospital
Oh,
visits.
nice.
So this is right up our alley.
Absolutely. Wink, wink. For all the other countries that
Wow, nice. Guys, itulah dia dorang punya jawaban pasal dorang kenapa dong di Malaysia. Dan betul-betul base lah juga sangat-sangat syok berada di sini bersama dengan dorang. Kalau kamu orang tengok sebenarnya kan saya sekarang ni kena tengok semua dorang tengok saya tahu guys. Betul-betul I enjoy it. I enjoy the pressure being looked at. Tidak bagus. Tapi itulah. Kita akan kembali selepas ini dengan another questions. Alright, so we'll be right back after this. Kupikupifm, kita juga bye nih. Right fellas, we are back bersama dengan si Boy Vance dan juga the Globetrotters and Chinny Nwagbo. Is it? Did I?
Listen, that's the best anyone's ever said. Actually, you're gonna come with me home.
Oh, thanks.
The way,
Yeah, got it.
that's amazing. Yeah, you're doing a great job. Yeah.
because scooter names is very common. I mean Christensen, but scooter nice man.
Yes.
And Forge.
Light it up.
Light it up. Yeah.
But your name is same as mine. My name is Hartley Van Vestian, but if you saw the spelling, you don't know how to.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
No problem. That's great. Full name is Chineze Nwagbo. Everybody calls me Chinny, so that's perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I saw some footage of the opening event. There were basketball clinics taking place in KL and also KK. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think about the program?
What do you think about the program?
What do you guys think about the program?
Listen, I think the program is great. You know, growing up as a basketball player, I was a part of programs that help provide basketballs and travel for the game that I love, which is basketball. You know, I think my impact here is for these young girls. You know, I'm one of 5 female players on the Harlem Globetrotters, and it wasn't that long ago where the team didn't have any women, you know. So to be a part of an organization like the Globetrotters that broken like so many barriers, to be here and tell my story about just the adversities that I face, and to let the kids know, especially young girls, that I'm no different than them. You know, you can come from the bottom and, you know, you can make it out of adversity and poverty or anything you go through and become a success story and do what it is that you inspire to be.
Got it.
And so, yeah, I know Chinny can like attest to that.
No,
and,
I mean,
you know,
yeah, I think you said it great. I think what's so good about programs like this is that we can capitalize on the power of sports, the transformative power of sports. How, and I keep saying transcends past the basketball court, but how we can take those key core attributes that we acquire on the court and use them in our everyday lives, but how we can also promote peace, how we can also promote unity through sports. And so the programs that we've been involved in, traveling all over Malaysia, have been not only impactful, but just phenomenal for us as well, right?
Yes,
We were talking about this earlier, and we were dancing all around it. And we have also, you know, we do clinics, camps, but that's not just it. We also have conferences and lectures, and we get to speak to the kids. And one of the best questions I received was, you know, how do we close the gap on pay disparity between girls' sports and men's sports? And I said, well, if we're going to have the conversation here, you know, we probably should bring all the presidents of the world so we can have this conversation, right? And so just the fact that we have these young people who are thinking about the future, they're thinking about that space of equity and equality. They're thinking about not just sports, but how can we move and shift the world in a world where things make sense for everyone, right? Where we are inclusive to everybody. And so conversations like that derive from sport, but at the end get to a better world, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. So, and
I think I can speak for all 3 of us. I think that was the most powerful part of our program, and we would do the drills with them, you know, which would, you know, give them fun. But I think we enjoyed the questions more than anything. And I think one of the questions that we got a lot was, how do you deal with negativity? And it kind of lets us see, like, man, if they can get out of that mind frame, I mean, the sky's the limit for them. You know what I mean? Oh, go ahead.
No, please keep going.
No, and the thing, and what we tell them is that, you know, you can't stop the negative things from coming. You can't. So you got to be more focused on you and what you care about. You know, don't. Why are you worrying about other people? This is you can't control it. You can't control it. So, and I mean, it was beautiful to watch, and hopefully they got that. You know, but not only hopefully they got it while we were talking to them, but they could carry it on while we're not here. and inspire somebody else.
Yep.
And it starts spreading like wildfire.
Right,
So,
right. And shout out to the embassy.
Wah.
Great,
for sure.
great plan.
Thank you for hooking us up.
Great agenda.
Thank you
We
so
wouldn't
much.
be here without them.
Yep, got it. Alright, itu dia jawaban daripada kita punya The Globetrotters, kita punya Chinny, Nwagbo, dan juga saya bilang tadi selalu saya mengucap thank you sama US Embassy. Dorang sudah kasih, kalau tanpa dorang guys, dorang di sini tidak nih. Tanpa US Embassy, kita tidak bercerita sama orang putih, saya tidak bercakap sama English sama dorang, tapi itulah kita akan kembali selepas ini. Kita juga bye nih. Kita juga bye nih guys bersama dengan the one and only Harlem Globetrotters and also Chinny Nwagbo, the man. Okay guys, my question is, what is your advice to Malaysian who want to be in the sports but didn't get enough support?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Great question.
Great question.
So that is a great question, and that is literally my life, my
Yep,
story.
yes.
You know, I
From
grew up
the hood, right?
hood to history. It's my clothing line. But yeah, I grew up. My mother was 17 years old when she had me. So not a lot of money, no father. And I tell kids, if it's something you want bad enough, you're not gonna make excuses, whether you have the support or not.
Yep.
You go out there and you make it happen. And I promise you, when you live in your purpose
Yep.
and you want it bad enough, doors will open.
Yeah.
Things will shift so you
Yep.
can get what it is you need. You know, I was that kid that would wear the same shoes for 5 years. You know?
Yep.
And not because I wanted to, you know, it's because my mother didn't have it.
Yep.
And so I didn't make excuses. What it taught me is to be grateful for the things that I had and take care of what I had, because I didn't know when I was going to get another pair of shoes. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it's just like, you just got to have that fight and that will to want to win.
Yep.
You know, when you look around and you don't see anything positive, you use that as your motivation,
Always.
you know, for a better life. I love my mother, but I never wanted her life.
Yep.
And that's why my mother is like my hero and and the best form of motivation, because it's like, you know, I'm gonna prove the doubters and the naysayers and the people that don't support me, I'm gonna prove them wrong. I'm gonna become a success story. And one day, like I am here today in Malaysia, sharing the story of never give up.
Right.
You know,
In his world record.
yeah.
It's hard.
I was telling the kids yesterday, I felt like I was born to lose, right? I was at a disadvantage, but I was so built to win.
Right.
You know, with that fire in my heart. You just got to have that will to want to win and not
Yep.
make excuses. Nobody's life is perfect. I know a lot of the kids probably look at us and see and think that we had it great coming up.
Right.
And I was there to tell them, I didn't. I'm just like you.
Right.
And if I can make it,
Yep.
you can too. So
Right.
that's the message.
It was great because it didn't happen, and her message was so powerful.
Yep.
And she was telling them that it doesn't have to be basketball.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't have to be just because see us up here.
Yep.
And basketball was our passion.
Yep.
We're just teaching the game of life through the game of basketball. You got to find your own purpose, your own passion, and wherever that is, stick with it.
Got it, bro.
Stick with it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was powerful.
Right.
Yeah.
So 3 keys, 3 takeaways. We always talk about the tangibles, right? So the first one is, you say, with the kids that don't have the resources, they don't have the support.
Yep.
You don't need the resources and the support. What you need is belief in yourself. That's 2. So believing in yourself, understanding that not everybody starts with the same resources.
Yep.
Not everyone has the same support. But if you believe in yourself, you have the power to do anything. The other thing is finding people who can hold you accountable, like-minded people that can lift you up, that can support you when no one else are supporting you, right? And the third is having passion,
Yeah.
utilizing your destiny, right? Thinking about what makes you happy, gets you excited about waking up in the morning,
Yep.
and then doing exactly that. And even if that means you have to do other things while you do that, finding time to do the things that you love, the things that are a part of you, the things that you've been put here to do. Those little incremental things get you to that larger goal, right?
Yep.
So you can get to where you need to get to and where you want to be,
Yep.
right? So that's what I'm hearing from both of these stories. That's what I know of my own story. And so those are the things that folks can take away. You may think that you don't have other resources and support in the world, but if we focus on the things that we can control, right? Focus on the things that we have. We have a ball,
Yep.
we have outside,
Yep.
we have our love.
Progress over perfection.
Yeah, and we can get to there. And we can get there,
Yep.
you know, bit by bit. So that's what I would say.
Attitude is everything.
Always.
Whoop, there it is. I thought you knew.
Somat kan guys, itulah. Ini lah yang paling syok kalau betul-betul out of the box punya jawaban kepada kita orang semua yang especially kita ini yang selalu lah sikit-sikit lah tidak boleh buat begitu, sikit-sikit lah tidak boleh buat begitu kan. So guys, ini yang kita mau dengar sekarang ini. So kita akan kembali selepas ini. Kita juga bye nih. Alright fellas, welcome back bersama dengan si Boy Vance dan juga kita punya special guest hari ini daripada US Embassy, the Globetrotters dan juga Miss Chinny Nwagbo. Right? Oke. Sebenarnya saya mau kasih tahu sama kamu orang di sini. Mungkin kamu orang mau tahu lebih kepada dorang punya macam social media di mana kita mau dapat dorang macam lebih tahu dorang punya perkembangan kan. So y'all platform of that, especially for those who wanna get in touch, to know your progress, to know your program. So, platform, maybe Instagram, Facebook, I think, Torch.
Yeah, I am on Instagram and I post content almost every week. So they can follow me at Torch George, so TORCHGEORGE. I'm also on Facebook. It's just Cherelle George. So follow me. And yeah, you'll see some dope, inspirational content on a weekly basis. Yeah.
I'm a follow you now.
Okay. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And
Chinny. I'm also on Instagram. My name is Chinny_N. So CHINNY_N on Instagram, and I am old school, taking you all the way back to dinosaur years. And I have Twitter, which is I love Chinny on Twitter, and then also I have Facebook, which is Nwagbo. You can follow me there as well. So yeah, that's my platform.
all right.
And anybody can follow me. I also have Instagram.
Yep.
It is at Shane Ray AEC. That's SHANERAY AEC. And if you're wondering what the AEC stands for, attitude, effort, and confidence.
All right. We're
Okay.
excited. We welcome you.
All right, thank you so much for being with me here today, and thank you so much guys kepada kamu yang selalu support si Boy ini. Hari ini betul-betul kita luar daripada boundaries kita cakap English sekarang ini. Tapi itulah, thank you so much again for the US Embassies for hook us up. Hooking us up. Inilah kalau dusun guys, betul lah. Tapi kita akan kembali selepas ini guys. Alright, kita juga bye nih.